my Origins of Chaos. It's your King of the Night, Vincent Valentine EX Turk, and I'm getting back to doing theories. Now I'm going to do a Kingdom Hearts theory since Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming around the corner. And people, for some reason, like my Kingdom Hearts stuff more than my Final Fantasy, so it's kind of a pandering video. I'm not going to kind of lie. Now, this theory could go both ways. It can get me mass dislikes or likes, depending how people are. And I know how people on fandoms really are. I know how to piss off, fandoms really well, as you can see on my other videos. But I got a theory that possibly Riku is actually Kadaj. Now, I know people think I'm a mad hobo living under a bridge, drinking Hennessy and stuff like that, but that's not the case here. First of all, what makes me conclude to that is how since Ventus becomes Sora, Sora's reincarnation of Ventus. But here's the thing, and we know Kairi has parents. Kairi actually has a grandma. We don't see Riku's parents. Not only we don't see Riku's parents in the picture. We don't see Riku's parents in the picture, but Riku also has a little bit of darkness, and this was just jealousy towards Sora. Now, if he's I think he's actually Sephiroth's good counterpart, the only good that was left in Sephiroth. And this is why I think he's actually Kadaj in the Kingdom Hearts world. Sephiroth is heartless already. But it could also be, if Sephiroth is Cloud's heartless form, plus if they base it a little bit off the Sephiroth from the Final Fantasy VII verse, remember, even when Sephiroth was evil, he still had a bit of good. Even though he wanted to destroy the world, he wanted to rebuild it and give it to the people that he thought was deserving of the world in Final Fantasy VII. So he had some good. He had at least a few good intentions. It just went wrong. And this Sephiroth in the Kingdom Hearts verse is 10 times more evil than Final Fantasy VII. There's got to be a piece that was missing. What if the Final Fantasy VII characters were actually hiding something from Sephiroth, and that's why Sephiroth attacked him in the first place? A child Sephiroth. Because when we see Riku in Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, the ending of Birth by Sleep, which is the prequel, we see Riku as a child. And there's also another reason why Riku has never interacted with any of the Final Fantasy characters at all. Not even Leon, and Leon, which is Squall, is prevalent around the whole Kingdom Hearts lore. We never even seen Riku even try to battle or go anywhere near the Final Fantasy characters. Maybe even when Riku was evil and possessed by Ansem, Seeker of Darkness in Kingdom Hearts 1, there's a reason why he can't bring himself to fight the Final Fantasy characters. And there's a good reason why. The Final Fantasy characters saved him successfully, even with the cost of their world being destroyed. And maybe Sephiroth was trying to convert his son or piece of himself to the darkness fully. And they thought, if they can retrain Riku, if Riku could become a Keyblade Master, he'll be able to take out the evil, the likes of Sephiroth and stuff. And this is exactly one of the ways that Ansem was able to possess Riku. Because first of all, Ansem never had a body of his own. The Seeker of Darkness didn't have a body of his own. He only became fully to life because of Riku's darkness, because Riku has a little bit of the darkness that Sephiroth had. And with Ansem multiplied it. Now, Riku was able to overcome this and actually defeat Ansem within the Chain of Memories, but still has a little bit of darkness left. That's why when Kingdom Hearts 2, without Sora, he looks like Ansem when he's wearing his organization outfit if he does not have the blindfold on. So he still has a little bit of the darkness in him. But what makes me think he's Kadaj in this world is pretty much Sephiroth, Cloud was so powerful when he separated from his heartless Sephiroth, and we know how strong Sephiroth is. Sephiroth's so strong that he created, a piece of himself, the actual heart of Sephiroth. Since now, not only because Sephiroth's a heartless, but this time Sephiroth does not have a heart. That's why Sephiroth's pure evil in the Kingdom Hearts world. That's why in the first one he just destroys you. He doesn't even say a single word. He's so evil that he lost his ability to kind of talk. So it's all grunting. And in Kingdom Hearts 2, he gains the ability to talk, but he's still the same pure evil bastard he was in Kingdom Hearts 1. Because the little piece of good that was in him was actually the child known as Kadaj, or should I say, Riku. Now, it'd be nice if they tied this up in Kingdom Hearts 3. But if they don't, I understand, because this is actually going out there. This is actually going on to an LSD-like trip to even think about this. You have to smoke plenty of Kush to actually get into this theory. And I understand, this is one of my crazier theories. This is actually one of my most, people will say, delusional theories. And I'm not delusional. I actually do believe that Riku is actually the good, the little bit of good that Sephiroth actually had in him. And that's why Sephiroth destroyed the Final Fantasy worlds. Because, the Final Fantasy characters in the Kingdom Hearts world has protected Riku and put him on Destiny Island just so Sephiroth was never able to find him. And because of that, it ended up being good, because even though Kingdom Hearts 1, yes, Riku was a villain because of possessed by Ansem and his jealousy toward Sora. But Sora was able to convert him to the good side. And as a matter of fact, it got so good that pretty much the Final Fantasy characters did what they needed to do. They fulfilled their role. Because now Riku is now a Keyblade Master. He is a Keyblade Master because of all this. Because of his friendship with Sora. So he's actually became good, and he fights the evil like the likes of Sephiroth, Ansem, Xemnas, Xehanort, whatever. Reincarnated Marluxia, it don't matter. But even the copy had the same darkness. And another thing that also makes me think that this theory is valid is if you look at the outfits of possessed Riku and also clone Riku from Chain of Memories, Sephiroth's outfit, has kind of the same kind of pattern, but with Sephiroth's outfit a little bit as well. They have the same pattern. Plus, if you look at the characters, it looks similar. Like, it could be possible that the innocent, when Riku was a kid, he looks just like Sephiroth's child form. And when you're a child, you're innocent. So, it could be possible that this is actually child Kadaj. Now, the reason why Kadaj in Final Fantasy VII, at least Advent Children, was evil, because he reincarnated Kadaj as a teenager. And that's why Kadaj was more bratty and stuff like that, because that's his teenage version. And Sephiroth is so powerful, he can create different versions of himself. And not only that, Kadaj was based off of Genesis' attitude as well in the original Advent Children. What if he tried to do the process before? Except this time, I know, since Cloud has lost. But what if the process actually happened before, and Cloud was able to protect Riku as a baby, and then sent him to Destiny Islands, where he'll never be found. And then they left the void, so pretty much Riku, Sora, and Kairi grew up together, which caused Riku to be the good version, to take out Sephiroth and every evil force like it. And not only that, Riku is able to actually overcome the darkness within inside of himself. So pretty much now he is pure of heart. Well, maybe a little angsty, but pure heart now as a Keyblade Master. Wouldn't it be cool in Kingdom Hearts 3 that he faces off against Sephiroth with Sora as a tag team, and then Sephiroth says the lines like, "Oh, you grown up. You grown up without me," or something like that. This is why I think Sephiroth is the possible father to Riku, because a little bit of the darkness that was in Riku, but it's also the fact that he looks like Sephiroth, and it's also the fact that, that Sephiroth created Kadaj and Avid Children, with the process was earlier, and this was child Kadaj. So pretty much child Kadaj is Riku, and that grow up as a regular person with regular friends, with good friends that changed his heart, so he never ended up being like Sephiroth. So now even, and it would explain even when Riku was evil and on the dark side in Kingdom Hearts 1, and all the way up to 2, he never fought against the Final Fantasy characters because he's grateful the Final Fantasy characters saved him. Because what if Riku knew? Maybe the Final Fantasy characters have told him. And that's another reason why he was jealous against Sora, because Riku wanted the power to stop Sephiroth. It'd be like how it is in Naruto with Sasuke and Itachi's relationship a little bit, originally, Pretty much, Riku feels bad about himself because he's related to someone who's just a disgusting person. And unlike Itachi, Sephiroth is, in fact, pure evil. In the Kingdom Hearts world, he's undiluted evil. He cares about no one. He'll destroy anything and everyone. And not because he's an experiment in Kingdom Hearts, because he just chooses to be evil. Because he's the evil part of Cloud. Because of Cloud's memories. But nonetheless, that's why Sora was brought up to take out Sephiroth. And that's probably why you have not finished him off. And that's probably why there's no conclusion between Cloud and Sephiroth's battle in Kingdom Hearts 2. Maybe it's going to be Riku in Kingdom Hearts 3 that takes out Sephiroth and then gets over his issues completely. It helps Sora defeat Xehanort in the Keyblade War. Maybe this is what's going to be the stepping stone for Riku to be able to move on, is be able to finish Sephiroth once and for all, and be able to move on as a person and end up helping Sora beat Xehanort in the 13 Pieces of Darkness in the Keyblade War. Tell me what you think about this theory, if it's valid or not. Likes or dislikes, criticisms, all this stuff. And may the crystal be with you.